gorgeous soul, welcome to your weekly astrology for the week starting the 18th of March. This week, the sun is going into fiery Aries and we have a full supermoon, which is going to jiggle and juggle with our emotions. Here's your weekly astrology. Hey gorgeous Leo, you are dazzling this week. And your mojo is properly lit when it comes to your career and your reputation. You're like, right, I'm going for it. I'm pushing forward. And also, thanks to a wonderful trine between Mars and Pluto, you're directing your energy in the right way. It's not scattered. It's like, I am going to conquer. I am going to get it done. And I know how to do it. And psst, it's like, that was a very weak rocket noise, but it was like, what kind of rocket is that? But you are like directing your energy in a very, very powerful force. The sun is also changing signs and going into fellow fire sign Aries, and that's giving you confidence. Not that you need any more confidence, but you're like, yeah, I'm loving it. I'm feeling these warm vibrations from the universe, and it's encouraging you to be an adventurer. And you're like, well, I ain't got no problem with that. Bring on the adventures. And you'll find yourself confident enough to push yourself out there, to do something eccentric, to do something unique, to do something unusual in some way, and to mix with all fabulous people who are different in some way, and it's genius. So have faith in your genius, have faith in, if you want to travel, if you want to explore, if you want to do something to shake things up in your life, then now is the time. Of course, Mercury's retrograde. Don't necessarily commit to anything. And if you are traveling, triple check those details. But generally, you're getting an optimistic boost. You're leaping out of bed going, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make things happen. And you've got just enough out-of-the-box thinking to be the leader of the pack. So believe in yourself and go for it. And also you might meet people from different cultures, different backgrounds, different areas that kind of you collaborate with or you feel are very, very strongly drawn to. Now, there is a full supermoon this week that should bring some surprising, interesting and fascinating information your way. You might wake up in the middle of the night with a eureka idea. You might have a conversation that's really deep and it resonates to the depths of your soul. You may get an email or a message. And if you get an email or a message that is important to you around the 21st, really look into it. Really make sure that how you're going to reply to it is exactly how you want to reply to it. Don't play any games this week. Be very, very clear in what you've got to say. We then have Moon opposing Uranus. Now, Uranus has obviously just changed signs and is shaking us all up in a new direction. And Uranus, for you, is in your career zone. So there's some unexpected shifts and turns around your career. Bear in mind Mercury retrograde. If something comes up unexpectedly around your career, don't dismiss it as a negative thing. It could end up being the making of you and very positive. You also need a bit of cozy home time around that day. So, I wouldn't suggest sort of bunking off, as we say in England, or putting a sickie because the universe is watching you this week. And because of the energies, it's not a wise time. But do plot and plan for some time off where you can just be you and do the things that you love and the things that you would enjoy. Let's have a little look at what the tarot has in store for you, Leo. Of course, this is symbolic. Intuit whether it's right for you. I do tie it into the astrology and I find it useful. So let's have a little look, Leo, what's in store for you this week. Okay, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Something is going on. The Wheel of Fate is turning in your life. Now, I'm not a fatalist. I don't believe that, I believe that we are the magicians of our life and we co-create and craft our present and future. But sometimes there's a situation that occurs that's meant to be for the growth of our soul or to bring us the new experiences that we need. And for you, there is temptation. This is the sex and drugs and rock and roll card. It's affairs, it's obsessions. It's being kind of not being able to free yourself from a desire or a thought. So you may be, interesting to see what the next card is, but you may be confronting an addiction, an obsession, something that makes you feel powerless, but you think it makes you feel good. There's nothing wrong with that occasionally, but if our life is ruled by something, then that's bad. You're building new foundations, so I don't know. It may be that that there's someone that you are obsessed with that comes back into your life and you have to deal with that situation. It's meant to be. How are you going to build something up from that energy and transform it? Victory is there. It looks like you are going to do it. You're going to pull it off. You're going to shift the energy so that you're not dependent on that other person, or you're not consumed by emotions for that person. You're going to transform dependency into freedom and victory. Thank God for that. Well, thank Goddess for that. And you're going to do that by finding the balance in it. Doesn't mean you're not going to have a good time, not going to have a really sexy sensual time, because that looks like that's heading your way this week. But it means you're not going to be pulled off course from all those other things you're heading towards. But certainly there's a bit of drama, there's a bit of sexuality, there's a bit of intensity, and ultimately you are the victor this week. Anyway, do pop over, visit me on Instagram at Michele Knight, Michele with one L, MicheleKnight, or horoscope.co.uk to fulfill all of your astrological needs. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.